Clear, sir.
Clear. Okay. Because I've changed into my new mic. Okay, so welcome everyone for today's Gita discussion. Okay, I hope all of you are well. Today is 9th November 2023. So today is double bonus. We have a Damodara Mass. Okay, it's a month of Damodara is going on. I hope that all of you are still offering ghee lamp daily. And secondly is also Ekadasi. Today is Ekadasi. Okay. So on this combination of these two wonderful days, we are very fortunate together and to discuss on chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So before we start, let's do a short bhajan. Anybody wants to sing? All right, no problem. Okay, so we do the short bhajan, then after that we do the invocation, then we proceed with the class. Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Right? Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Di mana?
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaura Premanande. Hare Krishna. So again, I'm asking, I'm very clear.
The background sound sometimes.
Background sound?
Like you speak again, the voice appear again.
Oh, okay. How about now?
Echo, sir, echo.
Oh, okay. Okay. How about now? Now got echo.
No. So far no.
No. Okay, because this is the new mic I got.
Oh, okay.
So this one I need to adjust echo.
Oh.
Okay, now the echo is there, not?
No.
Now, no,
No.
okay, clear.
No. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, clear. Okay, so okay, I've reduced my echo. Okay, reduce my now. All right, so let's do our invocation prayer. Please meditate that you're having a flower in your hand and you're offering to Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandesya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobistam Stapidamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Darati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vidamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavinibhyo Vaishnavebhayo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasachare Starine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Om Tat Sat Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Hare Krishna. All right, so we are continuing our discussion. Give me a second. All right, so we are continuing our discussion here. And before that, I would like to welcome all. Ram, welcome. User, RC, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. RC. Can I change your name? Ready?
Okay.
So welcome
Thank you,
Vaishnava
sir.
Kripa Prabhu and Tineshwaran Prabhu. Itigash, welcome. And Tachaini Mataji. Okay. All right. So actually, the thing is, we moved from Telegram because Telegram is getting hacked, and I'm getting all kind of funny this thing. So that's why I thought just want to keep it in WhatsApp. Okay. So anyway, thank God you asked me. Tachani Mataji asked me why I'm not getting any updates. Okay.
Prabhu, I say no update. I thought because everybody is busy or what. That's why
No.
you all been having classes. I missed the Tuesday class. I missed. That's what thinking what happened.
I see.
Mm.
Okay, okay, no problem. We can still go to our YouTube and watch all our recording.
Yes, okay.
All right. So you all can see the screen, I believe. Okay. So now we are still discussing on this topic, chapter 10, text 27. The chapter is on the opulence of the absolute. Okay. Krishna himself is declaring how opulent he is because Arjuna wants to know. Arjuna wants to know his opulence. Then what Krishna is saying, I'm just going to show you a fraction of my opulence. Okay. Fraction of my opulence about the greatness in me. Okay. So in text 26. Okay. Right. Text 23. Okay. So now you see the word and shampoo, sha. So ashvattaha, sarva, okay, so vrikshanam, okay, okay, this S we're going to pronounce like sha. Put the tongue in the middle, sha. So vrikshanang, nang, deva, rishi nang, okay, deva, here is Rishi Nang Cha Narada Gandharvanam Chitrarataha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. All right. Ashvata Sarva Vrikshanang Devarshinang Devarishinang Cha Narada Gandharvanam Chitarataha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Ashvata Sarva Vrikshanang Deva Rishinang Cha Narada Gandharvanang Chitrarataha Siddhanang Kapilo Munihi. Ashvata Sarva Vrikshanang Deva Rishinang Cha Narada Gandharvanang Chitrarataha Siddhanang Kapilo Munihi. Okay, who would like to start? Anyone?
Can I start, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, please.
Aswata sarvaivakshanam devarishanam cha narada gandharvanam chittarata siddhanam kapilo munihi.
Very good. Very nice. Ram, do you want to try Ram?
Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Sir, sorry, sir. I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving. Chair. Okay. You are driving, right. Arsi Mataji, Tachaini Mataji.
So I try.
Yeah.
Ashranta Sarva Vrisanam Deva Risinam Chatnarada Gandharvana Chitranta Sithana Kapilo Munihi.
Okay. You're using your phone, huh?
No, sir.
Oh, you're using laptop.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you're using phone. That's why you cannot see the word. Okay.
No. My pronunciation always not good.
Okay. Next. Someone one more
Krishna,
person.
Prabhu, I'll
Hare
try.
Krishna. Yep.
Ashwata Sarva Vrikshanam
Mm.
Devarishinam Cha Narada
Mhm. No, Gandharva.
Gandharvanam Chitrata Siddhanam Kapil Muni.
Okay, good. Right. Ashvata Sarva Vrikshanam Deva Rishinam Cha Narada Gandharvanam Chitrarataha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Right. So this is maybe we try to do 2-3 verses today, because this is very straightforward verses. So here Krishna is saying Ashvata, the banyan tree, Sarva Rakshanam, Sarva Vrikshanam, of all trees, Deva Rishinam, of all the sages among the demigods, Deva Rishi, Cha, and Narada, Gandharvanam, of the citizen of the Gandharva planet, Chitrarataha, Chitrarata, Siddhanam, of all those who are perfected, Kapila Munihi, Kapila Muni. Okay, translation purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthapatale. Srimati Jayapataka Swami Tiramani Namacharya Padaya Nitya Kripa Pradaya Gaurakata Tamdaya Nagaragram Tari. So here, Krishna is continuing his opulence, explaining to Krishna. Actually, Krishna is what they call, is informing his opulence among varieties of species, right? When you see the tree, when you see the devas, when you see the rishis, right? When you see that the aquatics like shark, okay, then you see among the commander-in-chief, right? Lord Muruga is the commander-in-chief. What do you call it? What is it? It's Senadipati, all right? Senadipati. Then also he's talk about the topmost deva, Lord Shiva, who is Lord Shiva. So all these things is explained. So now he's coming to this opulence when he's comparing himself with the tree. So he says, of all trees, I'm banyan tree. Banyan tree in Tamil is Arasamaram. Okay, Arasamaram. Okay. And of all sages among the demigods, among the sages, among the devas, Devargal sages, he's saying, I am Narada. Of all the Gandharvas, I am Chitrarata. And among perfected being, I am sage Kapila. Let's look at the purport. So the banyan tree Ashwatha is one of the highest and most beautiful tree. Okay. This is one of the most highest and most beautiful tree. And people in India often worship this as one of their daily morning ritual. So in Malaysia, where do we find? we find Arsamara Playar. Okay, we in Malaysia we see that usually this banyan tree they'll keep Lord Ganesh. Okay, this tree is very unique among the trees. It has very high oxygen level, and the skin of this tree there's a thing called what they call. I forgot the name. It produces a kind of something. Okay, can't recall. Usually you used to talk about it. Okay, anyway, so it has a kind of a medicinal herbal thing that actually.
Prabhu, sap.
Huh?
Is a dish called sap.
What is
Like
that?
latex is the sap. No?
Yeah, the sap. There's a term for that. The
Ah.
sap of the tree. Okay, let me see. Come on, Krishna, please remind me. I forgot. The word is in my mind, it's not coming out. There's a curcumin is manjal. Curcumin is it's come from the manjal. This one got another. What polyphenol? I think from mistaken polyphenol. I think from mistaken polyphenol or something like that. Okay, it has from the sap of the tree. It is very, very, healing. It has a healing propensity. That's why sometimes they say when we go in until I heard, okay, this is I heard, but I've also seen those people who are in need of a child, when they go around the tree, especially in the morning, it creates a kind of healing property. That's why they used to tie that, that toti and all these things, on that, especially on this tree. When they tie all this, because the tree is basically naturally has this kind of healing propensity. But at the same time, this tree shouldn't be circumambulate during night time. It's how it gives you fantastic oxygen in the daytime. At night, it's totally opposite. It gives you fantastic, carbon dioxide. Okay, so that's why it's very important. That's why this tree. Okay, so Krishna is and the uniqueness about this tree, if at all, if you recall, the tree will grow and it creates a branch. From the branch, there's a kind of what they call the root from the branch will come down to the soil, and that root will be matured and become a trunk. So it becomes like a pillar, So the thing goes and it keep. Have you seen that? Have anyone of you seen that?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. I've seen that.
You have seen, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. If anybody in Ipoh, maybe you can go and check out in Taman DR. That day I went and saw. I said, my God, that's when I start to realize the tree that comes from the top to this thing, and one trunk, and that trunk will go and create a kind of it's very beautiful. It's very unique. Okay, so Krishna says, among the tree, I am the banyan tree, and often.
Is it true, sir, Hare Krishna Prabhu? Is it true all the demigods all sit on this tree?
Oh, that I'm not sure. That I'm not sure.
They say Arsamaram is because of the Sutti Vada, all the blessings of all the demigods. The temple, Lord Ganesh is there. That's one
they
of
keep the
things.
Lord Ganesh to attract people to come and pray there. Sometimes some place they have that Naga, sometimes they keep the
Yeah,
Naga.
I see some people
Yeah.
put
Yeah, I have no idea about that.
So
But
here we have one temple. Under the tree is Lord Ganesha. And then they have the Naga. And then everybody will be going around.
Yes. So that means in another way to attract people to come to there, right? So they say people in India often worship is one of their daily morning ritual. It's a morning ritual. Among the demigods, they also worship Narada. Okay, Narada, who is considered the greatest devotee in the universe. So Narada Muni, who is the greatest devotee in the universe. All right, now when you see this, okay, now I just want to highlight this. Okay, what did Krishna is saying here? Okay. So Krishna is saying, among the sages, I am Narada. Okay, as you all know, or I'm not sure, the life of Narada Muni. Narada Muni was born as a what? Narada Muni is a son of
Maid. Maid.
my internet is not stable.
Mate.
You all can
Maid.
hear me? Servant, and maid servant is considered Sudra. He's a Sudrani, son of Sudrani, and because he was trained as a Sudra, the mother trained him up, and he was so fortunate to be in the place of the sages, and he served sages so nicely, and he was blessed, and through their blessing, and of course practice of Bhakti Yoga, next birth he became a Narada Muni. That means he became the sages among the Devas. So, like sometimes now we all hear that some haters were talking about what they call. They were talking about this. What do you call it? Okay. They are talking about the caste system, the Sanatan Dharma. Okay. There's one guy, especially one professor. I heard his speech I heard his talk in this, what they call, in the YouTube. He was telling, he's a professor. He was telling the guy, the interviewer, he said, don't try to teach me. I'm a professor and I'm the first in my family to be educated. Okay, I'm the first in my family to be educated. So he was criticizing Bhagavad Gita. So he's telling Bhagavad Gita, which is not fair, because he says, keep your job and don't try to do anything else. Keep your work according to your dharma or your nature. Because to do something which is not against your nature, even though you do it imperfectly, it's mentioned in Karma Yoga, right? In chapter 3, if I'm not mistaken, chapter 3, yes. He said, keep your job, do your job, even though you're doing it imperfectly. All right. So, and he was saying, how can Krishna say like this? That means he says that if you're a Sudra, means you remain Sudra the rest of your life. So he was criticizing that. But here, what Krishna is saying, he's saying that among the what they call sages, among the Devas, I am Narada. Why didn't he see this? So what we can see here, we may sometimes see people who are like so-called educated, scholarly people, but their scholarly is according to that mundane level. They are scholarly among, that means there is, I think we will read that, if I'm not mistaken, in chapter 15, the purport, Prabhupada will be telling, you can be the so-called scholars are scholarly among the mudas, among the fools. But when it comes into the eyes of that educated one, they are considered nothing. So in other words, people are simply picking up things here and there and start to criticize and start to diminish the Bhagavad Gita. So that's why Bhagavad Gita is very important. This Bhagavad Gita is something you all should take responsibility. And what is nowadays, people are becoming very vocal against the religion. They are becoming very vocal against the religion, especially now because of the war, right? They say, oh, because of that religion, and these two people are fighting. They're killing each other just because of the religion. So there's some atheistic people, this happened around last week, 2 weeks ago, Sunday. He was telling, look at these religious people fighting for no reason, right? So religion is totally nonsense. I said, correct, it's nonsense. But this nonsense is because you must know, religion without philosophy is what? Religion without philosophy is sentiment. Religion without philosophy is fanatism. And philosophy without religion, it is sentiment. Okay? And secondly, and he's telling, so what is it got to do with this? You must understand what is the ultimate teaching of religion. The ultimate teaching, especially in the Vedas, is all these people around the world, they are fighting, they are quarreling, all right, because of that identification. As long as we identify ourselves with the body, we have differences. Okay? As long as we identify ourselves with the body, we have differences. Because what is the difference? Oh, I am this, you are that. So we have differences. Okay, but we must understand the soul, which is covered by the 5 natural elements, that means the 5, the gross element, 3 subtle element. The gross element I can see my hand, I can see my eyes, I can see everything. But the what they call the what element, the subtle element, which cannot be seen. And it works without even you understanding. And that's a covering of the soul. As long as we are here, as long as we live in this place, we are still have identification. But once we go back home, back to Godhead, we are not men, we are not women, right? We are not Indian, we are not Chinese, we are not this, we are not that, we are not Malaysian, we are not the president, we are not GBC, we are not this, we are nothing, right? So we go back home, back to Godhead as a pure soul. So nowadays, you see, because of this identification, or in other words, we call it false ego. This false identification, I am this, who am I, I'm this. That's when the problem starts, because of that, what they call differences. So this is the point here. In this verse, we can understand. So when you say that the Bhagavad Gita speak about caste system and everything, then who is Narada Muni? Who is Narada? Son of a Sudrani.
Sudra.
Son of a Sudra can become the great sage. So where is that so? Okay. So where is that distinction? Okay. Now, so consider the great. Okay. And thus he is the representation of Krishna as a devotee. He represents of Krishna as a devotee. The Gandharvas. The Gandharva planet is filled with entities who sing beautifully. All right. Okay. Who is Gandharva? Gandharva is a heavenly singer. Okay. Gandharva is a heavenly singer. Heaven. Okay. It's filled with entities who sing beautifully. And among them, the best singer is Chitraratha. So all these Gandharvas, you can find it in heaven. Okay. They got a very sweet voice. Gandharvas. Okay. So among the perfect living entity, okay, because perfect living entity is Kapila. All right. The son of Devahuti. Kapila as a Devahuti. Okay. You can also read about him. Okay. In Canto 4, if I'm not mistaken. All right. The teachings of Lord Kapila. Okay. There's a book separately called The Teachings of Lord Kapila, the son of Devahuti. Okay. So, Kapila Dev is also Krishna himself. Krishna's part of one of his incarnation, Krishna, he came as the son of Devahuti. Okay, why it's mentioned the son of Devahuti? Because there's another Kapila. There's another Kapila who is an atheist, right? And the what they call the philosophy of this Kapila was actually lost. Okay, so that's why they say Kapila, the son of Devahuti, representative of Krishna. He is considered, okay, it's mentioned here as incarnation of Krishna, and his philosophy is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Later on, another Kapila became famous. Okay, later another Kapila, but his philosophy was atheistic. Thus, there is a gulf of difference between them. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to 27. Uchchai Shravasham Ashwanang Viddimam Amartot Bhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranang Cha Naradipam. Okay, what he says, Krishna says here, of horses know me as Uchchai Shrava. Okay, Uchchai Shrava, produced during the churning of the milk ocean of the nectar. Of lordly elephants, I am Airavata, and among men, I am monarch. Okay, what he says here, the horses know me as Uchchai Shrava. Okay, there's a horse called Uchchai Shrava. He was produced during the churning of the milk ocean of nectar. Okay, when there's demons and the devas will keep churning. Okay, he came out. First, what came out? Any idea? When they churn, first what came out?
Mahalakshmi, sir.
Poison.
No, first when they first took out
when they churning, first thing came out was poison.
Oh, I see.
So when the poison was so strong, so powerful, they don't know who can, and Lord Shiva came and volunteered himself.
He took it like he stuck in that throat.
Yeah, and that's why his name is what?
Nilakanda.
Neelakandan, yes. Because of that, he's known as Neelakandan. Okay. So, okay, of all lordly elephant, I'm Airavata. Airavata, actually, you can find it's a Vaganam for Indra. And among men, I am monarch. Monarch means king. All right, let's look at the puppet. The devotee demigods and the demons, Asura, once took part in churning of the sea. Okay, churning of the sea, milk ocean. From this churning, nectar and poison were produced. And Lord Shiva drank the poison. From the nectar were produced many entities. From the nectar, many entities came out, of which there was a horse named Uchchai Shrava, Another animal produced from the nectar was an elephant named Airavata. Because these two animals were produced by nectar, they have special significance and they are representative of Krishna. Among the human beings, the king is the representative of Krishna. Okay, the king is the representative of Krishna because Krishna is the maintainer of the universe, and the kings, okay, and the kings who are appointed on account of their godly qualification of what? Appointed on their godly qualification. Okay, now this is how the kings is all about. You know, evam parambara praptam. Remember that verse? That means all this knowledge comes through parampara, and the saintly kings understood it in that way, through the parampara. Okay, the saintly kings understood this knowledge through the parampara system. So that means this king are what they call, they have a godly qualification. How about the current kings now? Okay, in Kali Yuga, you see all the kings, they have the opposite attitude. Okay, they don't have all this kind of godly qualification. Okay, anyway, so appointed godly qualification are maintainer of the kingdoms. Kings like Maharaj Yudhishthira, Maharaj Parikshit, and Lord Ram were all highly righteous king who are always. Okay, all right, now let's look at this. So the kings like Maharaj Yudhishthira, Maharaj Parikshit, and Lord Ram were highly righteous king who are always thought of the citizens' welfare. And not only that, these kind of kings are highly qualified. They are highly qualified and they are very intellectual. Okay, I tell you one story. Once upon a time, okay, there's a person, what they call, he had a dream. Okay, he had a dream. How likely? All right. He had a dream. In his dream, okay, he had a dream. Okay, he had a dream, and he was what they call very disturbed with the dream. He was very disturbed, and that time he wanted to come to meet Maharaj Yudhishthira to clarify his dream. To clarify his dream. So when he wanted to go there, suddenly Bhima was there in front. You know, Bhima, another brother, right? He was there. He said, "Yes, I want to go and see the king." For what? No, because I need to ask him a question. What question? You can ask me. No, I had a dream and I'm very disturbed. I want to know. I want to know what is happening. I want to know what is happening. Please tell me. And no, you can tell me. Bhima is telling, no, you can talk to me. Why him? You talk to me first. If I can answer, then you go to him. Then he say, okay, the first dream. Number one. Did I share the story here?
Yes, sir.
I did, huh?
Yes, last week.
Last week, okay. Okay, then you know, right? So that means all these symptoms of Kali Yuga, even these dreams seems to be very, very confusing. Very confusing. Even the great saintly kings could identify it. Okay. Who haven't heard this story? Anyone? Anyone haven't heard the story about this? The questions by the. Everyone heard?
No, sir, I haven't heard.
Oh, last week. Oh, okay.
I have told you last week I didn't get any.
All right. Okay, let me go through quickly. The first dream is what was the dream? Okay, the first dream is, okay, there's a fence in the land. There's a fence. The fence is going in and destroying and eating up all the crops. What does it mean? Bhima is telling, huh? I don't know. Okay, tell me your second dream. Second dream, actually, there's a 4, but I can only recall 3. The second is, okay, there is a pot full of water, and the water is poured into 3 different cups. After the thing fill in 3 different cups, when they take the water and pour back into the pot, it's only half. Okay, say one jar full of water, you pour into 3 glass. Then after that, you pour it back, it's only half. Formerly, it was full. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know. All right. The other thing is, the elephant went through the needle, but his tail got stuck. The whole elephant entered the needle hole, but only his tail got stuck. What does he mean? He said, don't know. Then you go to ask Yudhishthira Maharaj. So he went and asked Yudhishthira Maharaj. He's telling, this is the symptoms of Kali Yuga. Right? The symptoms of Kali Yuga, you see the fence. The fence means the government that's supposed to protect you will end up coming and eat you up in the form of unnecessary taxation. That means people will be what they call? Will be mismanaged by the government. That is the government of Kali Yuga. You understand? The fence coming in and eating up the own crops. Secondly, the cup, full jar, how come when you pour back got half? He said, you can pour your love out to everyone. But what they're going to give you, they're only going to give you half. So that means, he says, people in Kali Yuga will lose their gratitude. Right? They lose their gratitude. They don't have, they are not grateful. Even though how much you can put, but still end of the day, you'll be betrayed. Right? There's no gratitude. You can't find gratitude there. Right? The third thing actually is 4, but another one I forgot. And the third thing is, the big elephant entered the hole, but only the tail got stuck. That means all the thief and rogues, all the big time thief, like now we are seeing in Malaysia also happening, right? Big time thief, right? One MDB and all these things plus, they just enter the hole and escape. Of course, one MDB got caught lah, but like others, all right? There's a big theft happen, they escape. But when a person goes simply steal a bread or Milo, he get caught and get punished. So the petty thief will be caught and punished will be highlighted. But there's so many big thieves are entering the hole and just escaping. So this is all symptoms of Kali Yuga. So that's what it is mentioned in, okay, in this, so that's the story, okay. So that is how there is a symptoms of Kali Yuga. I think in Canto 12, it's mentioned in Canto 12. Anyway, so in Vedic literature, the king considered to be representative of God. In this age, however, with the corruption of the principle of religion, monarchy decayed. And is now finally abolished. Most of the countries abolished. Okay. It is to be understood that in the past, however, people were more happy under righteous king. Okay, what is the advantage of monarch? They do not need to fight who's going to be the next prime minister. There's no bribery or there's no politicking need to happen. Because after the king dies, the son, the prince is confirmed he's going to be the next king. So why? If not, if it's going to talk about democratic system, the problem is they're only in power for 5 years. Right? And he have to please everyone. If he doesn't please everyone, end of the next election, he'll be kicked off. So in order to do that, he need to do all kind of, even though he is like really a nice person, but he have to act like a politician. He have to do this kind of nonsense to please everyone. Like recently we are seeing in Malaysia, right? Which is so unnecessary. All right. Anyway, so this is quite common. Okay. The democratic system is actually a total rubbish system. Because of democratic, actually, when you see the democratic way of life, is a situation whereby things are not executed properly. Okay, like when you look at America, the president only can remain in 2 terms. Okay, the first term he have to please everybody. The second term he can do whatever he want, right? Because he knows that there's no third term for him. But then we have also seen that the prime minister, like in Malaysia, we have 20 over years the fellow sitting on the throne. So that is give place for corruption, and unqualified people can become the king, can become the prime minister, as long he gets a popular vote. Okay, but the problem with monarchy is the problem with monarchy, he has that absolute power. Once he comes and he becomes a crazy king, he's going to remain as a crazy king until he dies. So that's when the revolt started. It started from the French Revolution. All right, they start from the French Revolution. They start to kick the king out. They kill the king. Like that, it spread all over the world. Eventually, all the entire monarchy system were destroyed, abolished. Okay. All right. Now let's look at 28. Ayudanam ahang vajram. Ayudam means ayudam, right? Ahang vajram. Denunam asmi kamaduk. Prajanas chasmi kandarpa. Sarpanang asmi vasukihi. It says, of weapons, I am thunderbolt, lightning, thunderbolt. Among cows, I am Surabhi. Of cause of procreation, procreation means creating children, I am Kandarpa. And of god of love, the god of love. And of serpents, I am Vasuki. Serpent, the Vasuki, the things on the, okay, snake. The thunderbolt, indeed a mighty weapon, represent Krishna's power. In Krishna Loka, the spiritual sky there, okay, in Krishna Loka, in the spiritual sky, there are cows which can be milked at any time. Can anyone recall the where we understand this? In Krishna Loka. Chintamani pragarasatma sukalpa vriksha. Laksa vritesu surabir abhi palayantam. Okay. Chintamani pragarasatmasu kalpa vriksha. Laksha vritesu lakshana lecha kanakulas. Virshetu surabir abhi palayantam. There's thousands of surabhi cows there. Right? You can find it only in Krishna Loka. Okay, it can be milked at any time. And they give as much milk as one likes. Of course, such cows do not exist in this material world. But there is mentioned in the Krishna Loka. The Lord keeps many such cows which are called Surabhi. It is stated that the Lord is engaged in herding the Surabhi cows. So that means we understand from here, the Krishna's cows are all Surabhi. All right? Kandarpa. Kandarpa means Cupid. Okay, Manmadan. Kandarpa is a sex desire in presenting good sons. Okay. Therefore, Kandarpa is a representative of Krishna. Okay. That means how? Sometimes sex is engaged only for the sense gratification. Such sex does not represent Krishna. But sex in the generation of good children, generating a good children is called Kandarpa and representative of Krishna. That means this kind of act is only to be performed for the sake of creating children, not in internet unstable, right? It is not suddenly we like, and until nowadays things has gone so crazy, this kind of sexuality, nudity and everything happens. Last time it was only in a porn stuff, and now it came out in a movie. And the most saddest part is also now is in Bollywood movies. Even the Indians are becoming more distinct. Kali Yuga. Okay. When we Indians, that's why they say the most civilized people were deteriorated, the entire civilization will destroy. Okay. Sometimes I was, someone sent me this thing about this one. Actresses like dancing on a skimpy dress, the way, oh my God. It was so disgusting. Right? For her, she feels she's a she's telling, I'm a professional, like Priyanka Chopra, I'm professional. But in the eyes of these educated people, she is no other than the loose woman, like prostitutes. What to do? Now it start to happen in India, and they say that's a problem with the women right. The women right initially the women right. What was the women right is all about? Okay, there's so many people fought, like Subramani Bharati, right? He also spoke on women right. For what? The women right, they spoke basically on educating women. The women need to be educated. The women cannot be marginalized. What it is? Not for them to wear this skimpy dress and dance around. So now this is a women right wing, all these things have created such a big mess. And the worst thing is, it is already spread to India and somewhere in Malaysia also you can see, on Deepavali Day, we can see all kind of fashion show, especially these kind of things is very sad. Okay. So we have lots of commitment to bring up our children in a very right way. Okay. We cannot go and tell the children, oh, you cannot wear this because it's a trend. The children cannot agree. But if you can bring up children according to the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, you are making the right decision. Okay. Anantas chasmi naganam varuno yadasam aham piturnam aryama chasmi yamaha samyamatam aham. So now Krishna is saying here, of the many hooded nagas, I am Ananda. Okay, the one when Krishna said Ananda Shesha, right? And among the aquatics, I am demigods Varuna. Aquatics. Among the aquatics, Varuna. Of departed ancestor, I am Aryama. And among the dispensers of the law, I am Yama, Lord of Death. Okay. Who is he? Dispenser of the law. Okay. He is the Lord of Death. So the puppet, among the many hooded Naga serpent, Ananda is the greatest. As is the demigod Varuna among the aquatics, they both represent Krishna. There's also a planet called of Pitas, Pittaloka. ancestors presided over by Aryama, who represents Krishna. Okay, what is this Pitaloka, ancestor planet? What is happening there? So as we understand from Bhagavad Gita, sometime after we pass away, immediately we take a next body. Okay, we take a next body and move on. But why do we need to have a planet Pitaloka, Piturloka? Why? Right? This loka is actually for the situation if the forefathers have done such a sin, they still waiting for gross body. They still haven't got the body yet. Okay, waiting for body. Body means it's not in a human form, can be in any form. Animal form, grass, trees, any form. So while waiting for that, they will be placed in this planet called Piturloka. So sometimes in Amavasya day, we do this pinda and everything, right? So sometimes they ask, you say after the person dies, he's today go heaven or hell, sorry, whatever punishment, he immediately takes the next body. Okay, he takes the next body and move on. But why? Piturloka, then why we are doing all this kind of ritual? Offering pinda, offering this, offering that. What is the reason? That is the reason if any of your forefathers still haven't received human body or any body. So while they remain bodiless, they remain in this Piturloka. And this Piturloka, it is 1 year of human is 1 day for them. So this Amavasya, we offer pinda until the next Amavasya is considered that 1 year. All right. So that's why in Amavasya day, we offer pinda, we offer these, especially to reduce their karma. Of course, they came to eat. Okay. Now, if you're going to offer the pinda, whatever it is, you just make nicely, offer to Krishna and give them as prashadam, you can still stand a chance of reducing their karma. All right. So please do remember this one thing. Putra, putri. Put means hell. Ra means deliverer. Okay, on a male side. Putri, that means with the daughter, putri. Yeah? Put means hell, Ri means the deliverer. So it's a duty of the children to deliver the forefathers from hellish planet, hellish situation. So you all still have a chance. Please do not offer these cigarettes, stout, mutton and all this during this Deepavali to your forefathers. You are going to create more sin for them. You're going to push them into another severe situation. All right. So, and in fact, prayers to the ancestor 1 day before Deepavali, it is never heard of. Do you know that? We just imitated the Chinese. 1 day before Chinese New Year, they worship the forefathers and they have that family reunion. It's never in our this thing. Because see, like some of my cousins from India, they come to and say, what are you doing? Even in India, it's never practiced. It is something that concocted in this thing. Okay, that's why there's a saying, when a person speculate, okay, when a person what they call speculates, it become speculates. He's diverted. When the next generation follow that, it becomes a culture. Okay, the next of kin. That means the next parambara will follow that. It become a culture. But if the next generation follows, continue that, it become a tradition. You understand? So somebody, they created this kind of speculation, right? Then people start to follow. It becomes what they call culture. When the next generation continues that, it becomes tradition. That's why as a leader or as elderly people as a senior in this what they call in the society, we have lots of responsibility. We don't simply create nonsense, because whatever nonsense thing we do, it can turn up into a culture. It can even turn up to be a tradition. Like my god brother, Chiranjeeva Prabhu. I think some of you know him, the Chinese devotee. His grandfather created the Yisang. Yisang was not created from what they call from China. Yisang, they put the meat, on the what they call during the Chinese New Year, they take the thing and just toast the meat. Yisang or something like that. Toasting the thing. It's become a Chinese tradition. But it was created by his grandfather. Why? After the war, people are so poor, they couldn't eat anything. So the only thing they have was a meat. And they say, okay, we all sit together and have fun. And just to create that fun, he created that, he called all, because he owns a restaurant, he called all the people around, come. do this kind of a new tradition. Put all the things all like that. Everybody put the chopstick inside and start to stir it. Isa, 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 and now became a tradition. It becomes a tradition. So it's like that, right? So similarly, this kind of worship of the ancestors was never found. Okay, anyway, what I want to tell you is this is the point that I want to convey here. Do not depend your children going to save you. Don't ever think. But secondly, if you train up your children very nicely, they can be your insurance policy. If anything goes wrong, if say anything happens, the children knows what to do. All right. At least at the time of when the last breath, they can come and remind you, please chant Hare Krishna, think about Bhagavad Gita and all this. And after that, they can do maybe they can do the ritual according to our what they call according to this Vaishnava culture. If not, finish. Many parents, especially in this modern society, they're making a very big mistake. Right? Give them education, train them. Oh, give them education, day and night study. Don't think about culture. Go to temple, nothing above that. Right? Sundays, supposed to be Sunday school, all going to this tuition and everything, right? And shoppings. That means they are making a big mistake. If the children forget the culture, the ancestors destroyed. That's what that was one of the agony of this, what they call Arjuna. Arjuna doesn't want to fight the war. Why? Why he doesn't want to fight the war? He said, when the men kill, the women become polluted because nobody protects the women. Right? The women become polluted, and through that women, it creates unwanted population. Why? When the women cannot bring up the children properly, the children somehow or other they grew up by default. And the entire tradition, entire Kshatriya tradition, everything will be destroyed. Everything will be gone case. Sometimes they used to say, right? Sometimes we used to hear the story. So it's our duty to bring up our children tradition. Never compromise your tradition. Never compromise teachings of Bhagavad Gita to them. If you think that if you're going to compromise, you are just asking for trouble. Number one. Number two, never think your children are going to save you. On my mind, if anything happens to me, I brought up my children nicely, he can do this kind of ritual, he can go to Ganga, he can do this thing, or go to Gaya, he can do somewhere else. No, it won't happen. All right. We must understand we are individual people, and by the choice of providence, somewhere or other we came here. Just like we randomly came, we met a wife, and we create a family. After that, we go on a separate way. That's all. In this birth, your wife, your husband, or whatever it is only available for this life. Okay. After this life end, all right. After this, you're going to go on a different direction, different way. All right. So always learn how to save yourself. Save yourself first. In fact, that is what they call. I was listening to radio about this. What they call. In case of flood, sudden flood, what you should do first. Right? Don't think about saving everyone. Save yourself first. That is that idea. Save yourself first. Then, after you save yourself, then you think over. Then you save others. That is that rule to escape. Because if you save yourself, at least yourself. If you're going to try to save others, the whole family, anything happened, everything is gone. So it's very important to save yourself. So you have to save yourself. Right? You have to chant your holy name, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, daily. And you must read your Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam daily. Okay. And if you have small children, cultivate them now itself. If your children are grown up, they are not going to listen to you, it's okay. Right? Always offer flower to Prabhupada and beg Prabhupada, please make my son or my daughter come into this, this bhakti. All right? Oh, they are educated, they are studying, they are working, they are busy. No, you don't compromise. You can compromise anything. But never compromise when it comes to this kind of culture, tradition. If you are staying somewhere near ISKCON temple, make sure you make a point to go. What I usually tell, very simple. Don't cook on Sunday. Come and have lunch with us. Why do you need to cook on Sunday? Why you need to bother about cooking? Just pack everybody get nicely dressed, right? Just like going for a wedding. You know how exciting to go for a wedding. Dress up very nicely. Go every Sunday, go. Look at the Lord. Dance, right? like one day before the marriage, what they call the bindi or something. There's a festival, right? Sadangu, Nalungu or something like that. Everybody be dancing, everybody be singing. Why not you do it every week? And Prabhupada have created this kind of facility. Like in Ipoh, we are having it on Saturday, every Saturday night. Saturday night fever, come and have it in our Namahat. Saturday night fever. Right? Eat, dance, and be merry. Right? So that's the way. So please make a point. Right? Of course, this is what they call Zoom is a very conducive place. Of course, we are coming and listening to the talk, we are listening to the class. Yes. But you must understand, without association of a devotee, we can never grow in bhakti. Very important. We can never grow in bhakti. Right? We are not a rishi. We are not a rishi or yogi. Sit in one place, meditate, read, study, or chant, or this thing can know. You have to go out. You have to be actively involved in this, what they call devotional service. At least once a week. Come and have fun with us. Come have party with us. Just thinking that way. Sunday morning, all right? Just don't bother. Just Saturday, just every Sunday, just take your time, get up, brush, take your bath, everything, dress up very nicely. Whole family go to temple, go to this our ISKCON center nearby. Right? Go there, have fun, dance, sing your heart out. After that, there's sumptuous prasadam served. Eat your throat, right? And come back home and take a good nap. Beautiful Sunday. All right? You can do that. So don't compromise on that. Chant Hare Krishna and engage in this thing. Okay? Because this kind of situation is the best conducive place. Okay? Don't so you have to train up. That's how you can train up your children. If you think, oh, okay lah, my children, no, it will never work. If anything goes wrong, bringing up the children in a wrong way, that is the biggest mistake in life. You can never change it. Any decision you make to bring up the children in a wrong way, it's not only going to affect you, but going to affect the whole entire future generation. Right? Your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and everything. Because as we understand, we are deteriorating. All right? We are deteriorating. We are not improving. Things are getting even worse. All right? Those days, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. Now it's becoming very common. All right? So it's getting very scary. And if you, because of you have practiced bhakti, you have read Gita and everything, you want to come back again to born again, that's a terrible thing to be. All right? Okay, anyway. So that's a Pita Loka. Okay? So, but of course, we don't want to take risk. We don't know. I don't know whether my father, my grandfather, or great-grandfather, I don't know what nonsense you have done. Right? Whether you got body or not, we don't know. So not to take risk, on Amavasya day, they're going to offer Pinda. All right? They're going to offer Pinda. But if you are practicing devotee, if you are chanting Hare Krishna daily, right? You are reading Bhagavad Gita daily, you do not need to do this. Right? You do not need to do this. But of course, the condition is if you are practicing devotee. If you're not practicing, you better go and do that. Some people say, oh, I'm practicing. No. Are you really practicing or not? Are you chanting your rounds? Right? Are you reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam? If you are doing that, then it's fair. Because every time you read Bhagavatam, you read Bhagavad Gita, you are purifying not only yourself, you're purifying. Do you know when you chant Hare Krishna, you're purifying 500 meters in circumference? 500 meters, half a kilometer. You're sitting here, 500 meters from there, one big round. Everything's purified. But what do you think about your family members who are sitting just near you? All right? Just say the heat is there. The heat is traveling 500 meters. But the heat, 5 feet from me, is the place where they feel the most heat. So similarly, you chant Hare Krishna, make sure your children are around and everything, chant Hare Krishna. Right? When you're chanting, of course, it's going to be, but chant Hare Krishna and do not need to be, tell your children, fanatically, no. Just tell them. Okay? Why not you chant Hare Krishna at least one round, make your mind go in peace. Oh, they're too young. No, there's no such thing too young. Okay, only the body is young. It's better to do it now. Okay, so it's very important. Anyway, so the ancestor place is presented by Aryama. Okay, there are many living entities who give punishment to the miscreants. And among them, Yama is the chief. That means there are many living entities give punishment to the miscreants. Who are the many living... why my internet is quite... Is my internet is okay?
Also, sometime breaking.
Oh,
Prabhu,
all right.
your internet is lagging.
Lagging, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, what is happening? Jagannatha Chettiar residency. Okay, let me try this. Okay, I hope now it's okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Prabhu.
Right. So now when you look at this, among that many living entities who give punishment. Example, even the judge, magistrate, they also part of that. Among them, among all these people, Yamaraj is the chief. Yama is situated in a planet near the earthly planet. Near this, after that, those who are very sinful are taken there. And Yama arrange different kinds of punishment for them. Okay. Text 30. Okay. Pralaladas chasmi daityanang kala kaleta mrganang cha mrgendroham vinatakshinam. So now Krishna is saying about Daityas, demon. Among the demons, I am the devoted Prahlad. You know Prahlad Maharaj? Among subduer, I am time. Subduer. That means among the one that subdues, that reduces, is time. Among beasts, I am lion. And among birds, I am Garuda. So now let's look at this. Ditis and Aditis are two sisters. Okay, remember this. Diti and Aditi are sisters. The sons of Aditi is called Aditya. The son of Diti is called Daitya. Okay, the son of Aditi is called Aditya, and the son of Diti is called Daitya. All right. So the son of Aditi, right, Aditi becomes the Devas, the demigods. And the son of Adityas, the son of Diti became Asuras, demons. Now you see, so the demons and the Devas are Pangali. They are Pangalis, right? Same father, but two different mother. Diti, Aditi. Diti produces demons. Aditi produces Devas, devotees. So they are actually Pangalis. And they are fighting for forever among the Pangalis, right? Okay, anyway. So all the Aditya, okay, it's mentioned here, all the Adityas are devotee of the Lord. And all the Daityas are atheistic. Although Prahlad was born in the family of Daitya, he was a great devotee from his childhood because of his devotional service and godly nature. And he considered to be representative of Krishna. Now let's look at this. What does it mean Prahlad born in the family of Daitya? And of course, Daitya Prabhupada also mentioned is as a atheistic. Why? Who are these people? These are the people. Huh?
Hiranyakashipu.
Yeah. Who are these people actually? These are the people who think they are greater than Krishna, God. And these are the people who think they are God. Anyone who thinks themselves as God, they are naturally demoniac in nature or atheistic. I am God. Right? Because what they call, what did Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu told Prahlad to say? Om Namo Hiranyakashipuve Namaha. And what Prahlad says? Om Namo Narayanaya. Narayanaya. You know. Hey, no. Om Namo Hiranyakashipuve Namaha. No, Om Namo Narayanaya. Then he said, what? Then he said, Appa, you're only a mortal. Narayana is immortal. He's everywhere. Sarvato Mukham. He's everywhere. You know? That's when the things start. So that means when we start to see people who follow this kind of blind faith, all right, a person who calls himself as avatar, person who calls himself as God, right, when he's only a mortal human being, because of his popular vote, he became very popular, right? Popular. Or the people who thinks there's no God, God is formless, the Brahma Mayavadis, right? Mayavadis. All these people are still called as atheistic people, atheistic class of people. And among the famous atheistic is what? The Buddhist. What the Buddhist is? Nothing exists. Nirvana. Nir means nothing. Vana means place. You go to the place of nothing. But we all think Nirvana means heaven. No. Nirvana means nir, nothing. Vana means place. We don't be too good, don't be too bad. Don't be too happy, don't be too sad. You just meditate and become a Buddha. And what does Buddha means? Buddha means a perfected person. Then, after you die, you just become nothing, disappear. Right? There's another atheistic religion. Okay, Buddhism. Then we also can talk about Jainism. Then we talk about the Mayavadis. So the Mayavadis and all these people are this thing. Brahmavadi is different. But Mayavadi is who says that's God is formless, God is everywhere, right? Everything is equal. Right? Anyway, it's a very long story. So I just said, okay. There are many subduing principles. Subduing means the one who like karakran. But time wears down all things. Time is the best karakaraning thing. Allah karanji time, right? In this material universe. All right? The time is given for this material, but in spiritual world, there's no time. You know the Rasa Leela dance when Krishna plays dance with the gopis? It goes millions of yugas. Right? It's eternal. It's going on because there's no time. There's no time to calculate. Because the time wears out. Example, now I'm very healthy. I'm feeling very active. All right. For the first, when I started the class at 9:30, I was very healthy. I mean, I feel very active. But as time now is 8:30, I'm still keeping my. If I'm going to speak on 9:30, I start to slow down. 10:30, slow down further. 11 o'clock, 12:30, you'll be very tired. So the time wears you out. The time and the call and the time வந்துட்டு நம்மள வந்து அப்படியே கரைக்கும். Right? நம்ம எனர்ஜி வந்து அந்த கொஞ்ச நேரம் தான். அந்த எனர்ஜி குறைஞ்சிக்கிட்டே வரும். அப்ப என்ன டைம் வந்து கரைச்சிக்கிட்டே வருது. So everything in this material world is getting karakran. It becomes wear down. The house we live in, right? Because of the wear and tear, right? The house start to crack. The car wear and tear, the tires start to distinct, and everything start to deteriorate. And similarly, we are also deteriorating. We must understand that. We are deteriorating day by day, right? Sometimes you can, last time, you can do, but now as you get older and older, you feel like you cannot perform many things. Why? Deteriorating, you are getting worn out. All right. So among the things that tear you down, the time is this thing. So the time also represents Krishna, Kala. Of the many animals, the lion is the most powerful and ferocious. And the millions of varieties of bird, Garuda is the bearer of Lord Vishnu, is the greatest. Okay, I think we still have time. 31. Pavana Pavatang Asmi Ramaha Sastra Britang Aham. Britam Aham. Ja Shanang Makaras Chasmi Strotasam Asmi Janavi. Right. The purifier of purifier, I am the wind. Right. What is the purification system? The wind is a purifier. Only when something happens. Okay. When something becomes dirty, say like a cat, cat stool is the most smelliest. All right. So the cat stool, suddenly you see, there's a cat stool and everywhere, so cannot tahan. So you just clean and everything. So what actually push the smell away? Wind. So wind is a purifier. Right? Wind is the purifier. All right. And of the wielder of the weapon. Okay. Example, another purifying, even the wind dries clothes. Right? Okay. Wielder of weapon. The one that holds the weapon, I am Rama. And among the fish, I am the shark. So that means when you see shark means he's Krishna. No. He's saying he's comparing himself with the best aquatics. And now the flowing river, I am the Ganges. So all the aquatic shark is one of the biggest and certainly the most dangerous of men to men. Thus the shark represents Krishna. 32. Sarganam Adir Antarascha Madhyang Chaivaham Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vadaha Pravadatam Aham.